Hey there, beer tubers. Welcome back to another episode of Maxwell Starr's Beer Review. And today we're going to take a look at another beer from the Waterloo Brick Brewing Company. Now, it says Waterloo Brewing Co. These guys were formerly, I guess they must have changed their name altogether. Yeah, okay, I see. It says a division of the Brick Brewing Company. Anyway, this is Waterloo's Grapefruit Radler, 3.1% ABV. Now, I've actually had Radler from Waterloo before. And it was, I think, the very first Radler I'd ever had. And also one of the best ones that I'd ever had. It was their Lemonade Radler, and I had that back in like 2012. I think Albino Rhino sent me a can, or Jesse's uncle brought one down, or something happened. One can of it made its way down from Ontario and into my glass several years ago. Anyway, this is their Grapefruit Radler, and I think they released this for the first time last year. I might be wrong on that. Albino Rhino was probably going to watch this and correct me, but this is made by Brewmasters. It doesn't really have a spiel on it. Oh, there it is. Grapefruit Radler is a blend of real grapefruit juice and beer. Small batch brewed in the traditional German style, crisp and uber refreshing. It is a perfect drink for every season. And yeah, the Lemonade Radler they released years ago had a much longer explanation. It told the story about how there was like a bike race in Germany. And it was rather unexpected for this one. They all, like a lot of them, stopped into this one backwoods bar or something. He didn't really have enough beer to quench the thirst of all those thirsty riders. And the story goes is that he decided to dilute the beer with lemonade and serve it to the patrons. And of course, they absolutely loved it. And the Radler was born. And in fact, the name Radler is German for cyclist. So. Let's now one thing I will say is that considering Radler is like part fruit juice, part beer, I gotta say when I see 3.1% ABV, they're taking it rather seriously when they actually are mixing beer with fruit juice. Because I mean, when you look at like let's take Moosehead's Radler for example, where it says 4% ABV. It's Moose Light. That's the normal ABV for Moose Light, so they're not really diluting it. They're just adding like concentrated fruit drink. This one here actually sounds like maybe they are using ingredients from concentrate, but maybe they're not using not as concentrated. So what's the ingredients say anyway? It says beer, grape juice, concentrate. There's the concentrate coming in. Sugar, grapefruit juice concentrate, citric acid flavor, contains barley ingredients. So, yeah, okay, so the fruit juices are from concentrate, but, well, let's take a look at it anyway. Lovely day for a back deck review. Get away from me, mosquito. Bright white head, not quite as dense as Stiegl Radler. Considering I just had one of those before this. It's hazy, again, not as hazy as Stiegl Radler, but it's still got a nice little gentle haze to it. It looks more like a beer, with some gentle haze, and very straw yellow colored. But definitely not outside of the realm of looking like a grapefruit beer. Looks pretty, actually. The only detracting factor, I think, is that head looks a little too, there's something about that. It looks like soap foam. Anyway, let's give it a sniff. Woo! There you go. It's obviously something spiked more with, you can tell that there's like white grapefruit juice in there because it's a little extra sweet, but there's some nice grapefruit smells to it. It's like grapefruit candy. That actually does smell a little nice. And it's very tart in the sense that it's almost bordering on maybe there's like a little bit of lemon juice tossed in there. Did they say there was lemon in here? No, they didn't. Well, there's a slight lemony aroma to it as well. Alright, down the hatch. Cheers. Oh. Whoa. Alright, so the roof of the mouth, there's a light amount of flavor. It's mostly foam, very light beer. down the boards at the bottom is where the grapefruit, like all the fruit juices, take hold. It's very tart in the back. Also very sweet. And the sweetness makes it thick. So it's very bottom heavy. All those fruit juices are concentrated down to the back of the throat. It's mostly grape and grapefruit juices that you taste too. And that tartness is definitely coming from the grapefruit though. It's enjoyable to drink, and I would say that's above average as far as Radler goes. I have to say that I'm not disappointed. I'm just not overwhelmed either. Keep slamming that down between drinks. I don't know, I like it. It's just I'm not as wowed by it. As it fades away, it's got this tartness, thinness, and consistency of like an apple juice would have. That clean feeling, sweet, tart taste. But for the most part, it's just a ho-hum fruit drink. I give that a 3.5 out of 5. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It's right around there with the Moosehead Radlers. Certainly refreshing enough. The only thing that might get in your way is the added sweetness from the added sugars that are put in this thing. Might find it a little off-putting, but it's definitely a good one to drink if you want something to quench your thirst on a hot day. Anyway, 3.5 out of 5 for Waterloo Grapefruit Radler. It's good enough to try. I don't think I like this one quite as much as the Lemonade Radler, but it's good. Anyway, thanks for watching Maxwell Starr's beer review. We'll chat with you folks later. Cheers.